Hi guys, welcome back to Mary Beth Dawes and Books. I'm Mary Beth, and today we're going to be doing my least favorite books of 2017. Now, I only have 9, which is surprising. I totally thought there was more. Thank God there wasn't. Oh my God, that 1 month, I'm still not over it. Oh Lord. But anyway, I'm going to be naming this MB's series of unfortunate reads. I don't know, I know where I came up with the name, but I don't. It's just like, oh my God, I was like, oh, that's a good name of the series. Woohoo! I'm very proud of myself for being creative for once in my life. Anyway, and since this is gonna be a every year thing, since I've started this booktube channel, I thought that it would call for a series name and. Woohoo! Let me know if you like it. If not, I'll change it and try to think of something else. Anyway, let's get into the video and bring on the negativity that 2017 was. Anyway, moving on. These are not in any particular order. I just except for number one. Number one was bad, but they are numbered, but they're not actually in a particular order except for number one. Anyway, now actually let's get into it. Number 9 is When Dimple Met Rishi. I swear to God that I am like one of the only people that did not like this book. I hated Dimple. I hated her with every fiber of my being. She was such a fucking brat. And not even, like, I understand her angst with her parents. Like, that makes total sense. I don't like being told what to do either. Like, it's just, yeah, I like to be in control of things. Like, I know you can't always control what you want, but I understood that. But and I understand when Rishi like first met her, that the thing that came out of his mouth. I'm not gonna say it because it's spoilers, and well, I mean it's not really spoilers, but like I don't want to give away like that part. It was weird. I was just like, that's. I had secondhand embarrassment. I was like, that's not what you say to. Oh God, oh. But anyway, she was just so mean, like constantly to him. I do not ship them. Like they were not a good fit. Like, I mean, ugh, I just, new. Number 8 was Born Wicked, and now this one was more of a disappointment. I didn't hate that book, but I just wasn't a fan. Like I had such high expectations going into it, and I think that's what made it worse. And I didn't like. It had a pretty good love interest. The one I wasn't really a fan of, I was just like, you can go over there. But the other one was really well thought out, and I love the sister feels. I don't know. There was just something missing, but I honestly think it was I hyped it up too much for myself. Number 7 is Cruel Beauty, and the same thing applies. I think because it was a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I had my expectations like all the way up here, and it just wasn't there for me. And I also really didn't like the writing style. It felt very juvenile to me, and I mean, like, I commend her. Like, she wrote a book. I mean, I can't do that. Oh Lord, it would not be a good time. But so I commend her for actually writing it, and like I love Beauty and the Beast, so I also had unrealistic, probably high expectations. So I mean, I didn't hate it in any means. It wasn't the worst book I've ever read in my life. Number 6 is Because You Love to Hate Me, the short story anthology, and my problem was that the prompts were great from the booktubers. I'm very impressed with the prompts that they came up with. It's just how the authors executed the villains. Like some of them were really good. Like Victoria Schwab's, that was great. I loved it. I was like, oh my God, like yes. But most of it, the villains just didn't have that punch that they should have. Like they didn't even feel like villains to me, to be honest. At some points, I think it was just more morally, not even morally great, because I love those types of characters. I don't know, something was just missing. It wasn't what I was expecting. Number 5 is Winter Solace. Oh my stars. I thought it was going to be a cute female winter themed book, and it was not that. Oh my God. They literally, spoiler warnings if you have not read this and you plan to, literally they get together within meeting each other, and like they haven't seen each other in years, and the main character just got broken up with because her fiance cheated on her. Like I don't understand. Like it was totally lust, and like they had sex way too fast, and they were talking about moving in together, and I was like, I don't care that you've known her since you guys were children. Like you still need to get back to know her. Like you guys haven't talked in I forget how many years it was, and like the main character, you were going through a trauma. Like you were just upset that your fiance broke it off, and like you just came out to your parents, and like they're having issues, and like Oh my god, it was a hot mess. And like it wasn't even that long of a book. That's the sad part. I can't. I can't. Oh my god, it was so bad. You never again. Number 4 is The Tiger's Daughter. Another female that let me down. I was so hyped for that book. It seemed like everything. I wanted that warrior woman. Like, yes, Xena the warrior princess. Like, I was ready for this shit. Like, and best friends to lovers, give it to me. Y'all know that I love that trope. But it was so bad, and I was like, these main characters are so bad, like they annoy the shit out of me, like, and not even in like, they matured as they grew up. I mean, like they did to a point, but they were so fucking annoying, and like it was just so bad, and the writing style was weird. Like, I mean, I would give her a second chance, but it was weird. That is all I have to say. And number 3 is Monstrous Volume 1. And my problem with that was I was so goddamn confused. I was like, what is going on? I still don't understand. And I read that like a couple months ago. I have no idea. Like, I'm still so confused. And number 2 is I See You, and it was the characters. The thriller part of it was great, and I loved it, but the characters, especially the mom, I wanted to punch her in the fucking face.